Look, just back up from the microphone, okay? If you want me to do this, then I have to get started. That's the only way that we're gonna get anything across, okay? Just please be very patient with me. Oh God. Hi, everyone. Jack here, and I have gotten a very unique request from a benefactor that is new to Splathouse here. I've been asked to read. Get to the words, kindred. I ain't no kin to you, you son of a bitch. Hey, okay. Hey, calm down. I said I'd do it, right? Okay, just give me a fucking minute, man. My nerves are fucking shot here. I have been requested to read The Book of Nod by what I can assume is a gentleman identifying themselves as Vandal. There, you happy? You got credit. I'm starting to spread the word and... Okay, just fucking let me go. How am I going to be able to read if you damage my vocal cords, huh? Just stand back there and skulk in the shadows. Let me do my fucking work. I've been requested to read The Book of Nod, which I am assuming is a make-believe book made by a bunch of make-believe people who wouldn't dare show their faces in the light of day. Oh, that got your attention, didn't it? Without further delay, let's begin. I cannot tell you the naked fear I feel putting down these words once and for all. Perhaps I will regret them. Perhaps they will never see print. Yet, it is my nature to report. It is, as they say, in the blood. My sire and his sire before him followed this great and glorious work. Indeed, our very nature has been shaped by this quest. We are unable to stop searching for knowledge. We are the Nemesine, the Memory Seekers. Specifically, we have been commanded to search for the book, the Tome of All Kindred Lore, which is a collection of writings by Cain, his childer and grandchilder. It is in this book, supposedly first written in the land of Nod, east of Eden, that captures our daytime nightmares and makes every night a painful journey from ignorance towards truth. Still, I savor every moment of my unlife. I savor the feeling of crinkly old skins through silk gloves, turning them page by page. My hands shake with pleasure while holding soft, cool lights, and reading ink that was newly dried when Charlemagne was young. I savor the gentle, quiet terror of reading cuneiform tablets that threaten to crumble at my very presence. More than that, perhaps more than immortality itself, is the quest that burns within me. It is the search. I have traveled all over this world, perhaps even more than any of my bloodline. Where my eternal quest takes me, I shall know no fear. Though small of fame and frail of body, my heart is strong, and my blood is stronger. I am not afraid to go to those shadowy places where far-flung fragments of our father's teaching lie resting. I've gotten lost in raw brutality of New York, sipped tea with the governor of Kingston, made lifelong enemies in Johannesburg, hired the best diggers in all of Cairo, fought to get through to Casablanca, learned about ancient steel and ancient monuments in Toledo, dug in the white cliffs of Dover, barely avoided a deadly brawl in Dublin, sneaked past watchful eyes in Brest, and liberated ancient tomes from a monastery in Cologne. I've saved 14 sacred scrolls from the Turch in Berlin, sipped the best coffee and talked the greatest Austrian scholars in Vienna, learned ancient Sumerian from a Methuselah in hidden tunnels under the University of Prague, and braved the coldest winter Oslo has to offer. And yet, I did not do this by my wits alone. Barely a night goes by that I do not thank our founder for his foresight in providing me with the secret ways of hiding, the ways to see beyond sight, and the voice of a command that seems to come so easily in our line. And I have long blessed my warrior friend Karsh, who taught me the secret of seeing in the dark and sleeping in the earth. And yet, I wonder what else our founder provided us with. My sire and his sire seem to have fallen under a horrible curse, a madness dark and quiet at first, but soon growing up to a terrible loss of coherent thought and communication has seemed to strike them. Can I be far behind? My Tremere friend has written me, saying that the burning need driving my bloodline might be the cause of such madness. It must be true, for I cannot fight the burning desire for more knowledge. It is as difficult to resist as the need for sleep or the need for blood. It is perhaps this madness, that which I fear the most, which has compelled me to go to press with this translation in haste. Know that I do not intend to break Raphael's fragile masquerade by putting these words in print. It is my intent that scant 10 score of these books be printed, and none of the copies of this book be given to the hands of the sons of daughters of Seth, as our father commands us in the Chronicle of Shadows. I must publish this now, however. It is the most complete collection of the Chronicles of the Book of Nod that has ever been gathered. No other translation, not even Creda's Codex of Cain, has been as complete. Yet it shames me to say that this is not the complete text. Far from it. I have seen whole fragments go up in smoke as flames consumed ancient buildings. I have touched a complete book in the tomb of an antediluvian and watched it crumble to dust. I know that in the catacombs under the fabled lost city of gold, hidden deep in the Amazon jungle, there are 13 stone fragments said to contain specific words to each of the 13 tribes of kindred, but I only glimpsed them once before I was forced to flee. And so, I can only boast to having part of the puzzle, the largest part ever assembled, true, but still only a part of the whole. I have chosen English as my native tongue. It is, in my opinion, the one language which most ably dances between the ancient concepts of Sumer, the noble language of ancient Rome, and the stentorian incantations of medieval Germany. I must beg forgiveness for its glib simplifications in some cases. However, I will forever defend it as my choice. The King's English will serve well, especially since so many of the original text are forever lost to me. It is perhaps particularly perverse that I follow the threads of memory to each fragment of this book, and yet I know that there are those out there who harry me at every single step. I know that Amalek has himself a hand in thwarting me once, and other Methuselahs as well. It is difficult to find, for example, list of the names of the antediluvians and the Methuselahs, for they know that in names there are power, and they, out of fear that some mage would learn to control them with it, have blotted their names out of histories, wherever they have been recovered. I have luckily managed to discover a few of them, but I suspect these to be falsified names that were created by the antediluvians to throw me off the trail. So I offer them here. This may not be the only way in which we identify certain antediluvians. Furthermore, I have fallen into the habit, regrettably, of referring to the founder of a clan with a nominative of the clan's name. For example, Malkav equals Malkavian. I take it that line makes you happy, Vandal? Right. This is, admittedly, sloppy scholarship, but I've been left with no choice. Once I learned the true name of the Brujas antediluvian and discovered my own name carved in my forearm the next evening, I promptly swore to never again seek the names of those founders. I am quite sure that even as I write these words, there are agents of the Jihad who are following me. I will not join the common room downstairs tonight, for last night I indulged in some wine-sodden blood and saw a woman with silver-gray eyes looking at me. She was wearing Ventru's scepter sigil on her cloak. I know it was her, watching for me, searching for me, sent by the Ventru to harry me. No matter. I will write the truth, and the rest of you will be damned. I have attempted to compile these textual fragments into some kind of coherent story, at least within the context of the various chronicles. Where you see an ellipsis, know that there are more words in that particular scrap, but that it has somehow been lost, erased, or hidden from me. I wait now only for a package from London to finish this missive, and have done with this book. This package will carry one of the only known copies of the Codex of Cain left in existence, and will be the last piece in my complex puzzle. I look forward to touching it, holding it with great expectation. And if any of my brothers or sisters come near, I will send them to the death of fire. Let Michael's holy sword brand them for all that I care. No one has come this close. I will reign triumphant amongst my kind. With triumph. Aristotle de Laurent. Look, that's as much as I can manage today, okay? The fucking sun is coming up. Now, I'm gonna open those blinds, and unless you want to be more of a fucking pile of ancient bones than you already are, Right. Tomorrow, then. I'll read more.